Alright people, so it's been 5 days total since I put all the garlic in the water to see what's going on. So all of these nice big ones, the bigger chunks that I was hoping for, have done great. These will be ready to plant. Some of these did better than most. There's a couple that didn't even bother, and they got some root, but they didn't do anything else. So I'm a little disappointed by that, but they're slowly coming, so some of those I'll have to just leave in water for an extra bit. The big balls, here we go, these ones, like the big cloves, that are probably gonna be my best batch of anything. Like this one's beautiful. Look at this one. This one's fantastic. Dope. Okay. But these ones will be the best ones to plant. And then my experiment of putting in the full garlic ball itself is working. So they're all popping. So I mean, they'll pop the same way that these do. But essentially, I want to see if I plant a full thing like this, just how many balls of garlic come off of this one main guy underneath. Whereas then I know how one clove planted like this will give me one full ball like this. So I want to see what's going to happen. This is crazy. It's awesome. Some growth in there. This one's a little behind. He's getting his roots going there and starting to have a couple come out. So I probably need a few more days and more to this guy. But the rest of them, for the most part, I mean, the majority of all the larger ones have done fantastic. So we're going to try and give them a little bit more sunlight tonight, and let them sit outside for a little while, and then this afternoon I'm going to start planting them back in that round planter with some of the other ones that had taken. So we'll see. I think these round ones all on their own are going to get their own planter, just because I want to give them space and see what's going on. But these big cloves that are here, I'm probably going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all 9 of those into the one planter and just space them apart a couple, maybe 2 or 3 inches, and go from there and just have one nice big crop. Let's say if these all work, it will be, let's count, July, August, March, April. So we're looking at right into spring. These would then be all ready to pull out. And again, you the more you do this, the better you get at it, and you start overlapping them. So if you want to do them this one now, do another set of these next month, and so on, so that this way every month you always have fresh garlic by the time you harvest it. Or if you want to do it every other month, do it every 2 months, and then depending on how much you actually use the garlic. But yeah, these are pretty dope, pretty fantastic. So I'm happy with how this method continues to work. Just throw random garlic, even if you bought it from the store. If it's a bagged one, if it's fresh, just throw it in the water. It's going to do its thing here, and replant it and let it do its thing. You can't really kill it, just let it sit. Make sure, if you're planting it now, it's got plenty of water. By the time it gets to winter, it's great on its own. It sits under the ground cold, you're no worries. And then by the time you get out of that into spring, you should have crazy amounts of garlic. And plus, you could store garlic. There's a way to store the garlic, so this way you have it for much longer periods of time without it going bad. So that's that for the garlic update. Here's some kale that's been coming back. It's doing this little thing here in this pot. It's a blueberry plant that savagely got cut by the landscaper's lawnmower. It was tall. I thought it died, but it's making a comeback, so that's a plus. That was my Patriot blueberry. My Duke, still alive, but hasn't given me any fun indications like that one has. And one of my older propagated fig trees, I have a space. I'm going to buy spacers just to keep them apart a little bit. I don't want them too close, but these ones have been doing awesome. So fantastic. And then that was last year's propagated cane from here, this yucca tree. There's one that we're probably going to cut off and propagate that one. And then here's the other one doing its thing, rooting in the cup for a little bit before we put it into something bigger. I'm thinking that this is at some point going to have to go into a bigger container, and I want to make sure I have room for it. So I'm going to try something on one of them, and I hope it doesn't ruin it, but I'm going to try the air layering process on one of these. And if these grow a really nice root system, I'll cut them and then plant those, and then have singular trees that are in planters that I can at least take in and out. I don't want to have to worry about at some point now having to plant this, because it's never been out during winter, so I want to make sure that I don't have to wrap it and leave it out in the winter. But it's more than, this is like a 25-gallon bucket, and it's outgrown that root wise. I mean, the roots are coming up through the top and stuff too, so I'm gonna have to make a decision on that one and help it out a little bit, see what's going on. But yeah, beautiful tree, some fun little things here. This random little tomato cutting from a stem. I wonder if he's still got, yeah, he's still got his roots. He's not coming out so bad. So that was just one of the little fun projects. Took a stem from random tomato vine from Sam's Club tomatoes and put it in water, and like in 10 days it shot out tons of roots, and then just planted it, and we'll see what happens. So I don't expect anything from it, but it's not an actual limb, but we'll see. And then back to garlic, blueberries, all the fun stuff, and then we'll update that a little bit later. Thanks a lot, guys.